We're on the road with Mickey, we're gonna have some fun. Regardless of the rain or sun, our trip has just begun. So buckle up, let's go, we're about to start the show. And maybe if you like us, you'll see where else we'll go. Hi everybody, I'm Sophie, he's Mike, and she's Brenda, and welcome to On the Road with Mickey. If you're returning for another adventure with us, welcome back. We are so glad you have returned safely. And if this is your first episode with us and you're new here, welcome. It's so nice to meet you, and I'm going to show you the reins today. First up, we have our Cheddar from the Big Cheese, which is basically our Disney news snippets. And then after that, we have our feature topic, which is what we talk about for most of the episode. And then after that, we have our This Day in Disney History, brought to you by me. And after that is our game of Who's Who, and that is brought to you by Mike, my dad. Oh, fair warning, I'm almost never wrong when it comes to this game. I almost always win it. And then after that, Brenda will be giving us a quote from the big man himself, Walt Disney, and it's just going to be amazing. So buckle up, keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the car at all times. Make sure you're safe, fasten your seatbelts, all that good stuff, and we will see you on the road. It's time to get going. Let's go!
Hey everyone, I'm Mike, and she's Sophie,
And she's Brenda.
Hi, everyone.
and he's Grogu, and we're on the road with Mickey. This is episode 110 for February 21st, 2022, and our feature topic this week is celebrating birthdays at Disney.
Why is
And
that our topic?
that is our topic, and
Why, she asked.
why is because it is a great topic, first of all. But
Yes.
second, it is my niece, Sophie's cousin, Stephanie's birthday. Happy birthday, Stephanie.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Stephanie.
birthday.
So let's sing it, everyone. You ready?
Okay, 1,
Two,
2, 3.
Happy birthday to you.
to you.
Happy birthday to you.
To you.
Happy birthday,
dear
Stephanie.
Stephanie.
Happy
Happy birthday
to
to you.
Cha cha cha.
Cha.
I think we actually did very well with keeping together that time.
Yeah,
It's so
I
hard
figure,
when you're not together.
yeah, and I figure it's kind of like, you remember in one of the Harry Potter books where Dumbledore says, "Okay, we're going to close by singing the school song and sing it at whatever beat you want."
Oh, wow.
That's
Yeah,
kind of
because
like it
there's
feels
no,
like that's what we did.
There's no established tune for the Hogwarts school song.
Yeah.
Oh.
So anyway,
And
It was
Fred
done
and
in
George
love,
Weasley-
Stephanie. Done in
Yeah.
love, regardless of how it sounded.
yep.
I'm
And
sure she'll love it.
I'm sure she will. She is 32 today.
Oh, my
Such
goodness.
a baby, right,
Such
Brenda?
a baby.
Wow. Wow, I don't feel old anymore.
There you go. Stephanie, you're old.
No,
Wait,
she's
cut
not.
that out. We'll cut that out. Maybe not, but maybe we will. Anyway, Stephanie, we all hope you have a great birthday.
We wish we could celebrate it with you.
But we're going to have to do it over the magic of internet.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, that is our first step on our rundown. And now it is time for our cheddar from the big cheese. And Sophie, you're
I'm
going
starting.
first.
Are you guys ready for this announcement? Are you even ready for this announcement? Because let me tell you this right now. It's not a reboot. It is a comeback. Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers an all-new, never-done-before, completely 100% original
Oh.
movie is streaming on May 20th on Disney Plus.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
And I
And I-
saw the little teaser trailer,
It's
And
a
I was too
comeback.
tired to watch it last night.
but it is really cool. Go look it up when we're done here. So it's really cool.
Cute.
I know Jagan's gonna be completely over the moon. She loves Rescue Rangers. Or
Yeah.
was that
It's so cute.
DuckTales? All right. Well, that's what I have.
Well, I have some news, of course, about the Disney Wish. We had an update recently about the inaugural sailing date being pushed back, but on February 11th, the Disney Wish touched water for the first time during her float out, which is a major construction milestone. So yay.
Yeah.
It is
Yay!
underway. I cannot wait.
And it didn't sink. So there you go.
That's always a good
Yay!
thing.
That is always a good thing.
Yes.
The most
'cause
important
Rose
thing.
should have shared her door, but she didn't, and we're not even going to talk about it.
Yeah. And I have an update regarding COVID and face coverings.
Ooh.
So
Ooh.
this happened last Thursday, February 17th. The following health and safety updates are now in place at Walt Disney World Resort and Disneyland Resort. Face coverings are optional for fully vaccinated guests in both outdoors and indoor locations. Guests who are not fully vaccinated are expected to continue wearing face coverings in all indoor locations, including indoor attractions and theaters. Face coverings are still required by all guests aged 2 and up on enclosed Disney transportation, which includes buses, monorails, and this Disney Skyliner. And this comes on the heels of the news that Universal Orlando Resort recently relaxed their face covering rules on February 12th in much the same way as Disney has now done.
Yay.
That is exciting.
Very.
I'm very excited. And the word that I'm hearing is that they're not going to be checking vaccination cards or anything like that. It's going to be an honor system. If you're vaccinated, feel free to take your mask off. But if you're not, be considerate and keep wearing it. So, but it's an honor system only. They're not going to check for vaccination cards or anything like that. So,
Gotcha.
and but that's exciting because that is one more step.
That's right.
That
Okay.
is.
One more step towards back to a
Normalcy.
normal Disney experience.
Yay.
So,
We are very happy about that. Yay.
yeah, and maybe that's actually might be a good podcast topic down the road, is looking at all the things in like a summary of what's come back. Just so someone can say, I need to know what's back, and you can point them to here and say, here you go. Here's the list.
I hope we're going to be adding to that list soon.
I do
Yeah.
too. And now it's time for our feature topic. We are celebrating birthdays at Disney because of Stephanie.
Yay.
Yeah.
No, because birthdays at Disney are awesome, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. There is no greater place to celebrate a birthday.
There are
Uh-huh.
so many things and so many ways that Disney really brings it in and really makes you feel so special on your birthday. And some of these things may have changed because of COVID,
Yeah.
but some of them haven't. And I want to just kind of highlight some of the things that you can do and experience, and things that we've done in the past and experienced in the past. Just, so that you can have an idea of why it's such a big deal at Disney. So,
Yeah.
it's just going to be kind of like a round robin. We're just going to go around and touch on things that we remember from times past and kind of popcorn them out a little bit. So who wants to start?
You can start,
Um,
Mike.
Yeah.
I don't have anything though.
True.
I think the person with the happy birthday background should start.
Well, I mean, if we're going to start in chronological order, with things you can do to prepare for your birthday trip, I would say certainly make sure that your travel agent puts a note on your reservation that you're celebrating your birthday.
Yeah,
That's a good
absolutely.
idea.
Disney needs to know that you're celebrating. Why? Because when you check in, they're going to give you the birthday button.
Exactly.
And we all know the birthday button not only is for cast members, but also for all the wonderful,
Oh
awesome Disney fans at the parks.
Yeah.
Because
Yep.
we love to wish wishes for people, don't we?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely. And remember, there's a rule at Disney. You
That's
can
right.
celebrate your birthday up to 6 months past your
Before.
birthday or 6 months after your birthday. And so basically, what they're saying is your birthday could be December 31st, and on June 15th, you can go to the parks and celebrate your birthday.
That's right.
You can celebrate it all year.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
Life is a celebration.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
So,
that's my first one. That's the first one I got.
Hmm.
Who is
get your birthday
next?
button. Exactly.
All right. I guess I'll go. For
All right.
me, one of the biggest things about celebrating your birthday at Disney is when they give you a little cupcake or dessert or something at your reservation or dinner tables, and they all sing happy birthday to you.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
like you get to blow out the candle, all that good stuff. And it's best when you shoot, I'm getting off topic. I'm getting into another one, but I want to save it to just one so that you can go next.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. And
Yeah.
that goes hand in hand with what Brenda mentioned about
Yeah.
having your birthday on record, because once you have that on record, then they know that any dining reservations, they know that you're celebrating Sophie's birthday or Brenda's birthday or Cindy's birthday or whomever's birthday. And that's how, because it's on your file, it's on record, that's one of the reasons you're celebrating at your trip.
Yeah.
So that goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
Um, and and one thing that was I always thought was really cool with regards to getting the cupcake is, especially if it was a um, character dining restaurant. One of the things I always thought was neat was that you would also get a card from the restaurant that was signed by the characters of that restaurant. So it was a keepsake you could take home with you. It was, Winnie the Pooh and Tigger and Piglet and Eeyore over at the Crystal Palace signing your birthday card. And
Yep.
that I always thought those were neat,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so.
Well, I'll piggyback on that, Mike, and I'll talk about how they leave a card in your room that says happy birthday at your resort room. And it's a card with Mickey and the gang on the front, and they've all signed the inside. And
Yep.
you come back from the park exhausted one day and you have a special card from Mickey and the gang.
Mm-hmm.
Makes you feel warm and fuzzy.
Yeah.
That actually reminds me of something. It's not necessarily a birthday thing, but it reminds me of the time when my parents and I went to Disneyland for the first time. We were staying at the Grand Californian,
Mm-hmm.
and we don't know exactly why, but I have a feeling that they didn't realize that, well, that my parents weren't going on their honeymoon. But when
I
we
don't
went into
know.
our room, when we went into our room, on the bed that my parents would be sleeping on, it was a king size, right?
I think it was a queen, but
Hmm.
I think it was queen.
Yeah, either way, we found a bunch of rose petals and two bath towels that were folded to look like swans.
Aw, sweet.
Yes, it was very sweet and very pretty too, but
Yeah.
it was like, wait a minute, why are these here?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe I don't know. Maybe they did that for everyone. I don't know exactly.
It
But
wasn't
they
around your anniversary or anything like that?
no, it was
No,
June, and we checked in on June
it was
20th,
for my
the day
birthday.
after Sophie's birthday,
Huh.
and they knew it was her birthday.
Hmm.
And they saw her at the front desk. So maybe they figured Sophie's a Rose kind of girl.
I
Maybe
don't know.
that's
Maybe
Oh,
so.
I don't know.
maybe.
But it
It's a
was
nice thing to do, though.
strange, but it was really cute and it
Yeah.
was really cool. And Sophie
Yeah.
loved it, and she started
Yeah.
collecting all those rose petals. So
Mainly so that you guys wouldn't have to sleep with them on your bed.
yeah,
Yeah.
but
It,
it was a great that was a
it
great
was.
trip.
It
And
was a very awesome trip.
the only reason we didn't check in on June 19th, we were DVC at the time, and the only reason we didn't check in on June 19th is because June 19th was not available for our reservation.
Well, there you
So
go.
that's why we checked in the day after Sophie. I
Yeah.
don't think she ever knew that,
Mm.
um, but anyway, that was a great trip, and that was when we met Jagan and Randy and Aunt Sheila,
Yeah. For the
and
first time.
that started a lifelong friendship.
Yay.
Yep.
That was so cool. But back on topic. That's one of the cool things about celebrating birthdays is being able to celebrate with friends and with family. And even if you're there on your own and you don't know anyone in the parks, like Brenda said, you're going to find you have thousands of friends just from wearing your birthday button, because your birthday button, all of a sudden you'll be walking down Main Street or wherever, and cast members will say happy birthday, Sophie, and they'll say, and guests will say happy birthday, and you're
Yep.
like, thank you, thank you, thank you,
Yep.
thank you, thank you, thank
Yep.
you, on and on and on all day.
Yeah.
Yep.
you
And then
know
by the time it gets to dinner and they're ready to sing happy birthday to you, you're just like, please don't. And then but then your father's like, Sophie, just sit there and let them sing to you.
they want to do it, Sophie.
Yeah. And then you
Yep.
have to sit there and just accept the praise and try not to feel like a total, I don't know. I don't know about it.
Yeah, sometimes you don't want to stand out.
Yeah.
You want to kind of blend back in, and it's hard when you're at Disney and it's your birthday and when you're wearing your button.
That's right. You'd have to take it off in order to just be like everyone else.
But one of the things that I think is kind of cool about being celebrating a birthday at Disney is as you start growing up, you start getting a little bit older and you're able to do a little bit more than you would normally do. And my background picture is specific for a reason. I picked this one. This was Extra Magic Hours, and you see it's Dumbo, and you see Mickey and Minnie on Dumbo.
Yep.
And it was Sophie's first time doing Extra Magic Hours. This was our trip with Stephanie. And you and she had gone over to ride Dumbo, I think, while Mommy and I were riding the carousel. And that's when we saw them getting on Dumbo with the guests, with the park guests. And it was so cool. And it was
Yeah.
such a moment. But it was a moment in part also because Sophie was getting old enough to where she'd be able to handle staying up to midnight,
Hmm.
and be able to celebrate and enjoy the parks later at night. So that's one of the cool things about celebrating your birthday at Disney is you're able to start doing things a little bit later as you get older. So
Yep.
that's something, if you have young children, um, or if you're listening and you're a young child and you're like, gosh, I wish I could go to the parks past 8 p.m., but my parents, they got to go to bed. Well, then just be patient, and maybe as
Yep.
you get a little bit older, that'll start changing a little bit.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah. It
So,
definitely changes as I get older.
Yeah.
And
so
then the park closes before I'm ready to go to bed.
yeah.
Yep.
The
What can
nice
you
thing
do?
about the park being closed, though, is that just because the rides are stopped for the night, you're not immediately kicked out. You get to saunter your way up to the back to the buses and so forth. So you can still enjoy the parks even when the rides aren't going.
Yep.
So, all right. So, what's some other things that are cool on your birthday?
Well, another
Hmm.
thing you can do is either you or someone that loves you, or if you have a gift card, you can buy happy birthday Mickey ears.
Oh
You can
yeah.
wear your happy birthday Mickey ears. I'm looking at mine over there right now. They have the little birthday hat with the little ball on the top and they say happy birthday.
Aw.
And they're sweet. And that's a nice thing to keep to remind you of your birthday. Mine on one ear says the year.
Can you show us?
I will go get it.
Okay, thanks. Oh, those are cool.
Ooh.
Can you see what they say?
It says
Uh,
2022.
2017.
2017.
Oh, I thought it said 2022.
Oh,
If she
no,
Okay,
went
it
you're
says
to
right.
2017.
Yeah, you're right.
But you can, you know what? You can have personalization put on your hat. You can have something, embroidered on it if you want.
That's cool.
Yep.
That's cool. I don't know that I've seen those in the parks. That's why I wanted to see them.
Yep. That
So,
one was, 5 years ago. 17. I still have the price tag
almost.
on it. It was $17.99, so it's probably $22.99 now.
Yeah,
Just
at
saying.
least.
I'm just saying. Yep. You can also they make, I don't know if Disney does or if Etsy does, but they also make the mini, just the headband type you can get that are
Mhm.
also styled for a birthday. They
Okay.
make all kind of ears out on Etsy, I know. So that's another thing you can do to celebrate is to wear birthday ears.
Yeah. All right. Sophie, what's next on your
Well,
thoughts?
well, when I think most about my birthday at Disney, my mind tends to go to that one time when I had Riley and Jagan at Disney with me, and we were eating at Via Napoli for my birthday.
Yum.
And then after dinner, the people brought out this chocolate on chocolate cake. And my mom said, I ordered this for you guys. And poor Jagan, she was just like, oh, I guess I'm not going to be able to have any because it's probably not gluten free. And then my mom said, it's gluten free. Go ahead and take a piece. And her face just lit up. It was
Yeah.
so cute to watch.
Yeah.
And she
Yeah.
probably ate more of it than me.
Probably did.
You
Probably did.
yeah. You can
And it
also order
was
those celebration cakes too that are cute with the little Mickey ears on. They're not gluten free, I don't think. That's
they're
another
not,
reason.
unfortunately
No.
they're not. And I wish
Yeah.
they were. But I do have a picture I want to share of just such cake. So hang on.
Mm.
Since you segued so perfectly, Brenda, I've got it. You see it?
Yeah, that's the celebration cake.
Mm.
With the ears, and it's
So
like
cute.
it's almost like a moose, isn't it?
Yes. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. And you
And
can
it was
get it
very
delivered to some
rich.
resorts. I mean, not any resorts right now, but you can get it delivered to some restaurants.
Yeah. And that was courtesy of Chris from Billy's Closet of Magic.
Oh,
He
thank
shared
you.
that photo for his birthday
Nice.
and I think Chrissy ordered it for him and for and for Billy, of course, because Billy loves his chocolate cake.
Oh,
Who
yeah.
doesn't?
Yeah. Who
So,
doesn't? Who
but
doesn't?
but we'll sprinkle in other photos as we go throughout. Um,
Yep.
and one of the things I've always enjoyed, I've never celebrated my birthday at Disney because my birthday's in February, and most of the time it's middle of school or middle of winter or middle of work or whatever, so it's not often that I get down there for my birthday. So I've never celebrated my birthday, but I love celebrating Sophie's birthday at Disney.
Yay!
Oh.
We have been so many times for Sophie's birthday, and I just love doing it. And like the trip with Jagan and Riley, that was 2014. And 2013 we were there just after her birthday when we were at Disneyland, and the trip with Dumbo picture, that was 2010 with Stephanie joining us for the first time. And
Yep.
all these were birthday trips, and it started to become like an every other year we would be there for Sophie's birthday.
Awesome.
And part of what makes it really special is planning things that are really cool that you can enjoy and celebrate. And I'll never forget. I'm not pulling up the picture because it's of younger Sophie, but I think it was the 2010 trip when we were going to downtown Disney, because it was still downtown Disney then. And we took
Yep.
the water taxi from French Quarter down to downtown Disney. And as we were getting off the water taxi after getting to downtown Disney, the pilot noticed Sophie's button right then. He hadn't noticed it until we were getting off.
Yep.
And he said, "Happy birthday." And she, of course, said, "Thank you." And we started to walk away. He said, "Hang on, I've got some stuff for you." And he went back into his little cubby space. He pulled out a bandana for her hat, for her head,
Cute.
and an eye patch and a sword, if I'm remembering correctly. And she became Pirate Sophie.
Cute.
And it was the most adorable picture because she had little freckles on her cheeks, and it was
Oh,
so adorable, Brenda.
cute. I think I've seen that picture.
I'm sure you have.
I think I have. That's so cute.
But I love those kinds of things. Sophie's like, "Oh my gosh, I look hideous," but no, you don't, baby cakes. No, you
Well, thank you for not making me think that way by not showing that picture.
don't. So anyway, that was Disney magic, and it was all done because a cast member saw her birthday button and wanted to celebrate Sophie.
Yeah.
And that's what really makes it,
Yeah.
is the cast members, they want to celebrate you. And I
Yep.
love that about Disney cast members.
Yep.
So thank you for the trip down memory lane on that.
Aw.
So what are some other ways that you could celebrate birthdays?
Hmm.
You got something, Brenda?
Well, there's another free thing. Don't forget, when you're in your resort room, if you're in a Disney resort, call down to the front desk and ask for a character call for your room. They will have a call from a character come into your room. When the call comes in, put the phone on speaker so everyone can hear it. That everyone can hear the character wishing you a happy birthday.
Yeah. And that's
Never
the
know.
cool thing. It's not anything that you have to pay extra for. It's a freebie. It's something
Yep.
that they just want to do
Yep.
to celebrate, So those sorts of things are really cool because you do get that extra enjoyment without having to put out extra money or anything like that.
Yeah, because the
But
parent can do it without the child knowing, and then when the call comes in, I
yeah.
mean, that's like magic to a
Oh
child,
yeah. Oh yeah.
when they get that call. What a way to
Mhm.
start the day.
Yeah. So that is really cool.
Yeah.
Anything else in your mind, Sophie?
Um, Not really that I can think of. Now when I think about Disney's, all I'm thinking about is this upcoming trip.
Yeah. So, do you want to touch
So,
on that some?
okay, when I have had some free time, I have been spending a lot of time looking into the Atlantic Dance Hall over at the boardwalk.
Okay.
So that I do want to go to Jelly Rolls, yes, but I also want to go to the Atlantic Dance Hall on my birthday. So I that's probably the day that I've planned out the most.
Okay.
And tell me, do you think I should give a few spoilers on this episode, or are we saving that for a different episode?
I think we should sprinkle them throughout. So
Hmm.
give me a spoiler now so I'll know what we got to be planning.
I already gave you the park reservations, but let's just say because the yacht club is so close to Epcot and the boardwalk, I've decided that for my birthday, in order for us to have easy access to Jelly Rolls and the dance hall, we're going to be going to Epcot on the 19th, which is a Sunday.
Okay. It's also
Nice.
Father's Day,
It is
too.
Father's Day.
It is. It is.
Yeah. So,
Good
just saying.
choice.
That
Good choice.
is a good choice. Epcot on Sunday would be great. And if you're okay with it, Sophie,
Mm,
I think, and we're segueing a little bit away from what you get at for your birthdays at Disney, but I think the 18th Saturday would be a great Magic Kingdom day.
yeah.
What do you think, Brenda?
Fine with me.
Because I want the 18th. I thought that would be cool to have a meetup at for any On the Road with Mickey fans on the 18th at the Magic Kingdom. And I really do want us to maybe everyone that likes the show that's going to be there to ride the TTA together, so we can have like a long train of On the Road with Mickey.
Cute.
You know,
That's cute.
I think that would be cool. So
Yeah.
anyway, that's the
The
thought
girls
I
will
have.
love it. The girls will love having a meetup.
That would be cool. So
Mm-hmm.
anyway, back to birthdays at Disney. So yeah, I think Atlantic Dance Hall and Jelly Rolls on the 19th and going to Epcot that day, I think is a great idea, Sophie.
Yeah.
I think it is too. So, um, you know, obviously we got a trip to plan, and part of we've touched on it, via Napoli that time for your birthday when you were 13, and um, and celebrating. But one of the big things I like is celebrating a birthday with a good meal, and we've done that several times. Obviously, we via Napoli, like I mentioned, we ate at Mickey's Backyard Barbecue and had the party too, and they celebrate and they announce the birthdays, and I think they announced at Beer Garden. I think they announced your birthday as well.
Yeah,
Um,
they did.
and the neat thing for me at that Beer Garden was when we were able to dance. So
That was neat for me too.
Yeah.
Just watching y'all was so sweet.
so
But sometimes you want to do a character dining, well, when it's normal character dining and it's not modified character dining, it's nice to have like a meal with your favorite character for your birthday. And I know right now you can't, but it will come back.
yeah,
Yeah.
And then you'll be
I
able to do
can't
it
wait
again.
until it does. I really can't wait until it does.
Yep.
I can't either, and I'm excited to see that come back.
Yeah,
That'll
yeah.
be a big time deal.
That's my biggest question I get is, do I have any idea when character dining will be back? We really don't, but at least the fact that they're changing the face mask rules is,
Yeah,
something positive moved toward.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I'm really glad about that. Yay!
Yeah, exactly. So, and then other things that are worth celebrating, um, that are neat things you can do to celebrate your birthday. And I think I'm running out of ideas. So I want to hear from listeners as well. What is a thing that you have done to celebrate your birthday? And, um, but some of the things I like is, like we did a dessert party once, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah,
and
we
that
did.
wasn't specifically for your birthday,
No.
but it was neat that we did the dessert party with, we did it with Pixie.
I'm so sorry.
You're
I have
fine.
I have
Nope.
my phone on vibrate, but I have where my kids, if my kids call me, it rings anyway. I'm so sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
You're
Sorry.
fine. It's okay. It's just funny. It's like, we're getting our own little,
I
we're all
know. I'm
getting our
sorry.
own
We're getting
little
a little
music riff
Bohemian
going here.
Rhapsody. I gotcha. I gotcha. Uh,
but but we did it, for our Pixie get together that time. But we also did it over at the Magic Kingdom when during that 2014 trip with Sheila, Randy Jagan, and then we had Leanne and Riley, and then the three of us, Sophie. So
Yeah.
we were able to have a really great dessert party, and that was part of the trip. That
Yep.
was something we wanted to do to celebrate the trip, not necessarily just because it was your birthday, but because of the whole
Yeah.
trip. But that is
Absolutely.
something that you can do. And there's other things you can do, like a fireworks cruise or something like that. You can make an intimate little get together, and you have the background of the fireworks and that event, but you use it also as a way to celebrate someone's special birthday,
that's right.
so
Yeah.
there's almost an infinite number of things you can do to celebrate a loved one's birthday at Disney.
Yep.
So
Having Memory Maker is great to have all the pictures from the birthday trip. And if you book a Capture Your Moment session at any of the parks, it's only $50 and you get pictures that they take you around just certain spots for you. And that's a great thing to do for a birthday celebration too, or an
that is.
anniversary or whatever.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit more about that, Brenda, because I'm not sold one. I haven't booked anyone for it, so I don't know a whole lot about it.
Well, you check in over there at the same building where you meet Mickey, right inside the park on the right.
Okay.
You check in there. There's two photographers assigned, and they go with you to certain locations that you can only go to for photos if you have the Capture Your Moment. And they kind of run off people that are in the way, and you can have like just different perspectives, like you, and then with the castle like right up from you, or just different places around the park that are really neat. We got pictures, like walking away from the castle holding hands and just different kinds of things. But if you have the Memory Maker, you get all of those photos in addition to all the other photos that you got. So it's really a great memory. It's
And
fun to do. It's special. You could use it for holiday cards that year. I
mhm.
mean, it's just a really fun thing to do. It's like your own little photo session.
And that's an advanced reservation required, right?
Yes, and you book that the day of dining. The day dining
Okay, so
opens, you can
60
book a
days out. For
Capture
anyone
Your
not
Moment.
sure, that's when you do that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Okay,
it's a
that's
fun thing to do.
something
We
I
did that
might
for our
keep in the
anniversary.
back of my mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sophie's like, Daddy, you're a nut job.
It's fun.
Aren't we
It's a fun
all?
thing to do. Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
one of the things, and we talk about Billy and Billy's Closet of Magic a lot because we have a really deep affection for them in such a short time. Um, and one of the things that Chris sent me was a picture of some of the group from Billy's Closet of Magic.
Oh,
And I want
cute.
to share it. And then I want to tell the backstory.
Mhm.
So here's the picture. Okay. And you can see there in front of Slinky Dog Dash.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Okay. and that's Chris, and that's Chrissy, and I'm not sure who the other two are, but they're friends of Billy's Closet of Magic. And the the story is that I'm going to stop sharing now and come back to me. But what happened was that picture was taken during Chrissy's birthday last year, and they were doing memorial rides for one of the members of Billy's Closet of Magic, and whose husband had passed away.
Oh.
And so Chrissy chose to share her day in honor of him. And I think that is total Disney magic.
Yeah.
That is so magical. And that kind of sums up a lot of what Disney's all about and what the guests are like. That's where it all kind of ties together, is doing those sorts of things
Yeah.
for others and doing it selflessly and from your heart.
And
So,
not all Disney visitors are like that, but Disney fans are,
right,
because
right.
Disney fans want to share that Disney magic
Yeah.
with other people.
Yeah. So I want to share a couple other photos real quick. And this one I love. This one is from Chrissy, and it is one of her little ones. And look at the look on her face with the
so
cupcake.
cute.
And she's like, "Oh
So
my goodness, that's for
cute.
me."
I love it.
Aw,
And of
Love
course,
it.
it's a
She
birthday.
is
There's got to be
just-
a tiara. So
that
So
little girl is just
cute.
mesmerized by that candle. But personally, I think I want whatever desserts on that plate in front of the camera.
This
Looks
one?
good.
Oh yeah.
yeah, yeah. And then here's a picture, Cinderella with her boys.
Sweet.
And here's the neat thing about it. It was Zach's birthday, but it was also their first trip.
Oh
Nice.
wow.
And
So he
that
got
is-
2 buttons.
So they got 2 buttons, and that is a memorable way to celebrate your birthday. is
Yeah.
A first trip to Disney.
Very
Whoops.
nice.
And then there's Chris on his birthday. And of course, Billy is
Yeah.
a camera hog. And then you already saw the Mickey Dome ice or cake,
Yeah.
which that looks so good. But anyway, those are the pictures I wanted to share. And it's just neat when people send their pictures in. So, but I love the story and the backstory of celebrating not just her birthday, but the memory of someone who couldn't be there anymore. So
Very
so
sweet.
that to me is big time deal. So way
Very
to go,
sweet.
guys.
Yeah.
Way to go, Billy's Closet of Magic. You guys
Yeah.
rock.
That's
So,
right.
Yep.
All right. So I feel like we might have hit the end of our discussion on our feature topic this week. Am I correct or am I wrong? Is there any other stuff we want to talk about with regards to celebrating birthdays at Disney?
There's only one thing more I can think of, and that is the decorations you can pay to have your room decorated, like at Disney Florist. It's very expensive. I'm sorry.
Oh.
From my perspective, it's very expensive, but you can have your room decorated.
Okay. And that's something to keep in mind.
Yes.
So but yeah, it is an expense. So, and I'm not certain if they're doing that right now with COVID.
I think they are. Not
I've-
positive. Disney Florist does it. I don't know if anyone else does it.
Okay. All right. So that's something we can check into. If anyone has any questions about it, we can check into that.
That's right.
And let you know.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to wrap it up by saying that concludes our feature topic for this week. And now it is time for This Day in Disney History. So, Sophie, what do you got for February 21st?
All right. Well, I got 2 things for February 21st, and they both happened in 1997.
Okay.
And the first of those things is that a place called Club Disney, an interactive children's developmental play center and Disney's first regional entertainment concept, opens its first unit in Thousand Oaks, California.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. And then the next thing, the very same day, the very first Star Wars weekend ever debuts at the Disney MGM Studios in Florida. They will be held for the next 5 consecutive weekends, not weekend events as they are known today. Disney World did stage 2 Star Wars events back in 1977 and again in 1980. Although a success in 1977, Star Wars weekends won't be held again until 2000.
You mean 1997?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry. I remember some of the first times I went to MGM Studios before it was Hollywood Studios. I would just walk up and I would see this billboard with all these stormtroopers, and there would be Donald Duck wearing a stormtrooper outfit. And I was like, what on earth is that? Because I didn't know what Star Wars was at that point, and it took until the 8th grade for my dad to finally get me to watch it.
And then she was hooked.
Hooked.
Oh
Look.
yeah, I
Like
remember
Legacy.
that entire sequence. After we watched A New Hope, you were like, "So Sophie, what you think?" And I was like, "I can't tell him that I love it, but I love it. What do I do?" So I was like, I would not be opposed to watching the next one. Oh, it
Yeah.
was so funny. And then here
Yeah.
we are, Grogu, best boy.
There we are.
Yep. Well, good history, Sophie. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for sharing.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. Now
It
then.
is time to stump the Soph.
Uh-oh. Good luck.
I know, right? This is a character that has not a whole lot of information, so it's hard to pick out clues. This character is the friendliest.
Okay, the friendliest.
This character is hearty and cheerful.
Happy.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, that's
From
awesome.
Snow White.
Awesome.
Yep. And this character, I was going to say, is the singer of the bunch. I don't know that I knew that.
Oh yeah, he yodels.
Okay. Well, I must have forgotten in my dotage. But
oh my goodness.
you know, it's really 2 sentences. So let me just read it to you. Happy is by far the friendliest of the dwarfs, as he shows when he warmly welcomes Snow White to their home. Hearty and cheerful, Happy tends to giggle a lot. 3 sentences. He's also known as the singer of the bunch.
Nice. Very
So that's
good,
all I've
Sophie.
got. No, did you know? But we didn't need to know because Sophie already knew it all anyway.
Bravo, Sophie.
So good job,
Thank you.
Sophie.
Yay.
Good job.
Consistently awesome.
That's
Aw.
Sophie
Yep.
and Brenda.
And Daddy.
I don't know about that. So,
Are
anyway,
you saying that I'm incorrect about something?
yes.
oh, no.
No, I'm not going to go there. Sometimes that happens.
Smart answer, Daddy.
Anyway,
Oh, God. Y'all are so sweet.
I am. Daddy's being a little bit mean right now.
not mean. Not mean. We don't use that term on the show.
All right. Well,
Well, are
Ornery.
you ready for Walt?
Ornery.
Ornery's right. We got a
It's
little bit of Walt coming your way.
Coming
Yes,
up to a little bit of
please.
Walt. So,
Yep.
Brenda, you take it away.
Ideas come from curiosity. When I settle one idea, my confidence takes command. Nothing can shake it, and I am constant to it until it comes reality. Then I drop it abruptly, and I rarely mention it again.
Walt Disney.
Talk about focus.
Yeah, laser.
Seeing it through to
Oh my
fruition,
gosh.
and then that's it. On to another thing.
Yep.
I don't know how he did it.
Laser
But I
focus.
did it. Yep.
Mm.
What a man.
And think
The
about it.
man.
1928, Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse,
Yep.
wanted to do a movie, feature movie. 1938 is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. So 10 years he had a thought process about doing a feature movie, animated movie. And he worked on that for that long without giving up or any of that.
Yep.
You know, despite the obstacles and everyone saying you can't do this, it's not going to work, and you don't have the money, and we don't want to give you the money, and
Oh
yada
my
yada
goodness.
yada.
It was always money, wasn't it?
It was always no, 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 and he said yes, 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 and the yes won out.
That's
Yep.
And
right.
we're here today because of that yes.
Yep.
And you know, that's just incredible. So laser focus, that's exactly what it is.
Laser focus.
So well,
I don't know if you
everyone,
said 1923 or if you said 1928, but 1923, that's why we're going to be celebrating 100 years of Mickey.
you're right. I said
Oh,
Once the
1928 and I
celebration's
misspoke.
over.
I misspoke 1928.
That's
But the
coming up
100th
next
anniversary is
year.
coming, or the 100. I don't know if they'll call it 100th. They should call it 100th birthday, and they're going to have a big celebration. I know it. I don't know when it's going to start, but I know it's going to start.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can't wait.
Ooh.
I think it's going to start in March of 2023.
As soon as the 50th.
They're finished with the 50th. Yeah.
I'm heading too. Oh my gosh, always something to celebrate at Disney, whether it's a birthday or something else.
Yep.
My goodness.
Let me just go on the record.
Mm.
Mickey and Minnie, they look awesome for almost 100.
I think so too.
They do.
You know?
Yep, they are rocking along.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ageless perfection.
Yeah. Well, everyone, thank you so much for joining us today. I hope this was a beneficial podcast for you and that you enjoyed all the different things that you can do on or around your birthday. Remember, birthdays can be celebrated 6 months before or 6 months after.
Yeah.
So you can celebrate your birthday year round.
That's right.
And next week, we are going to shift focus and we're going to start looking at more planning details for Sophie's trip for her 21st birthday.
Nice.
And we're going to start by looking at some of the benefits of staying on the boardwalk area of Disney.
nice.
You know, we want to get into the nuts and bolts of the boardwalk, what you can really dive into, what you can experience, what's there for you to enjoy, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to really drill down into the boardwalk a bit. So
Nice.
Yep.
so, and that will be next week's topic. But of course, Sophie, Brenda, Grogu, and myself hope you all have a great week. Happy
Yeah.
birthday once again, Stephanie, and
Yeah.
anyone else celebrating with Stephanie. You're awesome because you're celebrating your birthday with her. And we hope you all have a great week. And we will
See you
See you
on
on
the
the
road.
road.
bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.